Hello everyone, Astro Kit here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about your ascendant sign. And basically your ascendant sign is so important in astrology. Your ascendant is kind of how you are perceived by the world. It's kind of like your first impression. And if you guys didn't know already, you have like a big three in astrology. So you have your sun sign, which we all know, you have your moon sign, and then you have your ascendant sign. In order to calculate your ascendant sign, you do have to know your birth time and the place you're born, and a bunch of other details. So what you can do is click the link in my bio down below. If you don't have your birth chart yet, all you have to do is enter the information in that link on that page and you'll get your birth chart, and then you'll know your ascendant sign. And then also with your ascendant, it's really important to know your exact birth time because your ascendant sign can change from hour to hour. So you really have to know the exact time to know your exact ascendant. And then also most of you guys probably know it's called a rising sign as well. So your rising sign and ascendant sign is the same thing, just two different words. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into the video. I do have a blog post about this on my website already. So go ahead and visit my website. It's called theastrokit.com. I'll also link it down below. And there you can read a little bit more in depth about your ascendant sign. So yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so now for Sagittarius Rising. Okay, so just to recap, the main difference between your sun sign and your rising sign is that like your sun sign is really like who you are at your core, and then your rising sign is kind of like how you appear in the world. So you can really think about your rising sign as almost like a lens between you and the world. It's how you see things, how you view things, your attitude, how you approach life, and then it's kind of like how the world sees you. And then on top of that, your rising sign rules your physical appearance as well. Okay, so for Sagittarius Rising, obviously you take on a lot of like Sagittarius traits, but I feel like one of the main things I notice about Sag Rising is that you guys can seem almost like larger than life. Like with Sag Risings, I feel like you are the epitome of like your reputation precedes you. So if you're Sag Rising, you might have like a very big reputation, not necessarily like famous, but you just might be known for certain things. Like you're not the type of person that's super forgettable. Like people remember you. And then also you can be kind of like the dreamer type. Like you can have these larger than life creative ideas. You have to remember that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So generally that's how you approach life. Like for Sag Rising, I feel like no idea is too big. Like you're like the type of person to go big or go home. Like you have big ideas. You have big goals to reach. Like honestly for you, the bigger the better. And naturally you just have this very optimistic outlook on life. Like you're a very positive person. Like even if things look the worst, you're gonna find that silver lining. Like you're gonna find the positive in every single negative. And naturally I feel like that makes you a very happy person. Like you're always trying to uplift others. Like you're always trying to cheer up others because you're just like that naturally optimistic person. And then also you might be the type of person that really strives for the truth. Like you're very I feel like you have a lot of integrity. I feel like you're the type of person that the truth matters the most to you. Like before you do anything or accomplish anything or make a goal, it's like, okay, the truth comes first. So I feel like you're very much associated with like justice in that sense. Like you really care about the truth. You care about like not just your own truth, but just like the larger truth of life. Like you're the type of person to be like, okay, this is right, this is wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like we all have our own personal truth, like what we believe, but you really believe in the truth of almost like society. And also you're very bold. I feel like you're the type of person where you're just not gonna let anybody walk all over you. Like you're very much gonna stand up for yourself. You're gonna stand in your truth. You might even stand up for others. And if you have a stance or opinion about something, you're going to stand in that. You're not just gonna change it because other people don't like it. Like you're gonna really go hard or go home for your own opinions, for your own ideas, for your own beliefs. And then speaking of beliefs, you might have a belief system you really identify with. Like you might be religious, but even if you're not religious, you might be very spiritual. Like you're very in tune with different belief systems. And I feel like with Sag Rising, like if you're not religious, like you might be spiritual. So either way it goes, I feel like you just believe in something. Even if it's not like spirituality or religion, you might believe in like a certain mantra or a certain spiritual teacher or a world leader. Okay, so now for the physical traits of Sag Rising. Now this one's kind of funny because you guys are ruled by Jupiter, so this can manifest in a lot of different ways. So not everyone looks the same or has these traits based on your rising. But I will say that with Sag Rising, you might be like, I mean, I don't want to say a big person, but you might be the type of person but you might be a person where something on your body is exaggerated. So especially thighs or butt, because that's what Sag rules. It's kind of like you might have big thighs, you might have a big butt. You might just naturally have like a larger frame. You might eat a lot. I mean, that depends, but because I mean, you're ruled by Jupiter, so Jupiter, it wants expansion, it wants the best, it wants things in high quantity. So yeah, a good example obviously is Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian is a Sag rising. Of course, she has a big butt, and I know people think her like butt is fake or whatever, but I mean, even if you look to earlier episodes of the Kardashians, you can see like she's just naturally curvy. Like I feel like with Sag rising, you might naturally be curvy, you might naturally have a butt, even if you work out a lot. And yeah, naturally I feel like Sag risings might have a really just nice body. They might work out a lot. Even if they don't work out, they just have like a nice body, because I mean, you might have a curve to you, okay? And then also with Sag rising, like another like physical trait is that you can be very loud. Like you, not even just loud with your voice, but I feel like you're very boisterous. Like you have this presence about you that's very noticeable. So you might have a very big voice, like you might yell. I mean, not yell, but you might have a big voice, but naturally you just have this really almost larger than life presence, if that makes sense. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. I hope you found this video helpful or you related to it. Again, I do have a blog post about this already on my site. It is called theastrokit.com. and I will be linking that down below, so you can just click that and visit my site. And then also on my site, I have my services. So I do natal chart readings. I do some other things too. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and click my site and email me if you want a consultation. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.